everyone, it's Paracanthus here, and I'm recording this for Camp Cretaceous' YouTube channel. This is going to be a bit of a podcast-ish, a bit of a discussion. However, I have some news to share with you before all of that. So let's get into the less exciting news compared to the last one. The novel's release date has been confirmed, January 4th. Now, this means that the season itself will release sometime within December. We've also discovered that a book titled Rescue Mission, of which contains the story of one of the episodes, since one of these comes with every season, has also been announced. This could give us insight into a potential storyline. I don't really know. Finally, let's get into the most recent and most exciting news. The official announcement for Camp Cretaceous Season 4 has dropped. Everyone is losing their mind. It confirmed that the release date for the season is December 3rd, which is a lot sooner than any of us were expecting. And also, it confirms that they're going to a new island. The announcement's release definitely means that the teaser is coming very, very soon. Definitely later within this month, perhaps even next week. Well, next week in terms of when I'm recording this. But yeah, besides that, that's all the news. Also, please do keep in mind that this intro is actually a re-recording. I did the intro right before we started the discussion, and that was around a week ago. This one is being recorded a long time after me, ProC, and Shadows discussed everything. This means that we don't discuss the teaser in the discussion itself because at the time it hadn't released. We didn't know anything at the time. So please bear with me for that. Let's just get right into the discussion.
All right, everyone.
So, we have Ceratosaurus here to be in the discussion. So yeah, what was on our list of things to discuss?
Obviously, as you did mention, we do have the book to cover, which the episode mentioned does sound interesting and might possibly be hinting at the return to characters, fan favorites from season one. I know people would love to see
Yeah,
again.
I think they're called Dave and Roxy. Honestly, it would be really, really cool to see them finally return. Like, you have actors who play them. It'd be kind of a wasted opportunity not to have them come back.
Exactly, and many people have pointed out that the actors have been in other stuff, they're well known, so it's only reasonable they bring them back. And especially with how season one ended, when they were desperate to go back for the kids, they have to kind of finish that story.
Yeah. And, about them coming back, that would, add a layer to the story. That would make it a bit more complex, which is a discussion point that I wanted to talk about. Camp Cretaceous has always, with the exception of season one, it's been focused on really one narrative, one storyline, and that's the kid's perspective. But with the rescue mission episode, I feel like, you know, post season one, it'd be interesting to kind of get a different perspective going on alongside the camper's perspective.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Not to mention, it's like if we get Dave and Roxy right, this could be like the final chance for Isla Nublar, is what I assume. Um, because you've got to have Rexy or Blue in one of the season, or somehow returning. So maybe they go there to, and not to mention, the signal beacon from season two, episode one, I think. Uh, there was no story there. It kind of just ended, I guess. They set it off, and no one came to find them from that beacon specifically.
Yeah, yeah. See, here's the thing. I don't know if the beacon will really go anywhere. I don't know if they'll ever bring that up again. Dave and Roxy already wanted to go back to Nublar to search for the kids by default, so they might not have received the beacon. And why would they receive the beacon? They're technically not even InGen staff anymore because Jurassic World is no longer a legal entity. Also, it has been confirmed that the kids aren't going back to Nublar, so I don't even know if Nublar will feature. There are multiple T-Rexes on Isla Sorna that they could
True.
definitely use as the kind of poster child T-Rex for season 4.
Yeah, I'd love to see Buck and Doe, the family, and I forgot what the junior name for a deer is, because it was what they called the juvenile T-Rex. Some of the fans called it. Oh, it was Fawn. That's it. A baby deer's name, I think. Just fun fact.
They just called it a juvenile or a baby, I'm pretty sure. Hey, it's the
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, the baby.
Yeah, besides
Forget.
that, I'm gonna be honest, this is a bit of an unpopular opinion. I would honestly rather see the Rex family return than the Spinosaurus because
Oh yeah,
they the Spinosaurus and this is something I didn't quite like about Jurassic Park 3. It was basically a movie monster, it just chased them around a bunch. But the Rex family has a pretty interesting dynamic in the fact that they are, a family.
Exactly. I think there was some hate towards the Lost World, but what I like about it is it kind of focuses more on the nature aspect, where the like all the dinosaurs, you kind of see them just being dinosaurs, as Brooklyn says in one of the Camp Cretaceous episodes,
Yeah,
and
that's
that to me was just awesome.
yeah, that's honestly why I think The Lost World is the best Jurassic Park sequel, and you can fight me on that one. But
It's definitely debatable.
yeah, like the animals act super realistic. Like they act more realistic than they did in Jurassic Park. If you didn't notice, there's not a single dinosaur fight in The Lost World.
Yeah, definitely. Although maybe a tiny snippet between the two raptors, but
Oh yeah, I
like
forgot
that's
about
just
that
like
one.
pack thing, like
Yeah.
it's
It's more like bickering. If
species. Yeah, really not
yeah.
fighting much.
Steven Spielberg really, preserved the aspect of awe and wonder in The Lost World, and they gave it a bit more of that because like the T-Rexes, there are literally two of them, and never once are the T-Rexes blamed, and they all act realistically. Like, the T-Rexes never hunt or they never chase people around just for the sake of it, like the Spinosaurus did. They only were aggressive and chased people because they had their baby. They only did it for their baby and that they love their baby, and that's honestly kind of wholesome if you look past the fact that the baby ate someone.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what makes it so good. The Spinosaurus, apparently they damaged its fin with when they were flying off, and that's why it gets mad at them. I heard, however, in a deleted scene, it was meant to be similar to the Lost World. There was a baby Spinosaurus apparently, and the the mercenaries, they killed the baby apparently. I think maybe adding that scene could have made it feel a bit more realistic, but then again, Spinosaurus hunting them for the whole of like the movie, it was a bit off, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, see, here's the thing. The whole plane hitting thing, I honestly think that's just crap. Because, like, it's just a fan theory that I feel like is trying to cover up for Jurassic Park 3's mistakes. Like, there is no way that it was hit. See, here's the thing. If it was hit by the plane, for one, it showed literally no damage from the plane. If it was hit by the plane, it would have been either severely injured or dead. For two, even if it was hit by the plane, how could it know it was them specifically inside the plane?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm not 100% a genius on Spinosaurus brains. It's probably massive, but not too massive, obviously, compared to body weight and stuff. Like Velociraptor, like smart, obviously, compared to brain size to body weight. But then Spinosaurus, I really don't think it would have the ability to like know. Maybe smell, but like it really wouldn't last that long. Its memory, I don't think.
Yeah. There were originally plans for it was either the baby, the mate, or, both, or they just swapped them around at some point in production. But those were in production and those were scrapped in the final film. And
Mm.
while I acknowledge that it had a rough production, I will still mainly look at the final film for what it is. And in the final film, the Spinosaurus had no reason for chasing it down. It was just a movie monster, and that's what killed it for me. Like the raptors, they chased the humans down for a reason. The humans were holding their eggs just like in the Lost World, but the Spinosaurus, there was nothing.
Yeah, true. I reckon, yeah, and the raptors are probably one of the most loved things of that movie, right? You've got like the memes, the Amblin meme,
Yeah.
and yeah, they're all natural and stuff.
Yeah, honestly, setting my personal biases aside, the JP3 Raptors are probably the best Raptors in the
Yeah,
franchise.
that's I would 100% agree with your
Yeah.
statement there.
My favorites are the Tiger Raptors because I mean I love the Lost World, but
Oh yeah.
I the JP3 Raptors are still cool and currently there is no real
Well,
theory as to where the hell they came from. Right now, Shadows has just joined us. Remember to check out his channel in the description, and also remember to check out ProC's channel, and check out my channel, or you will be assassinated. Anyways, back to the discussion. So, me and ProC were discussing like Jurassic Park 3 and the Spinosaurus, which got a bit off topic, but it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you were saying something, ProC, so you can just continue that.
oh yeah, like Jurassic Park 3, right? It was definitely a rushed movie. I think they were missing a lot of things. Apparently there was meant to be a Velociraptor versus Spinosaurus fight at the end, which, I mean, the fights sometimes are the best things of the movie. I mean, if you look on the Jurassic World channel, that's the most viewed video they have of the blue T-Rex Indominus Mosasaurus fight. Um, Also, I think in the Lego game too, they wanted to kind of make up for the shortage of stuff. They had a Velociraptor and Kylosaurus fight. Whilst the Lego games aren't entirely canon, they were kind of trying to depict scenes that happened in the actual movie itself.
Yeah, except they kind of censored it to the point of being useless because like nobody died in that movie, not a single one.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah, I personally I love the Spino, and to see if you had some raptors come in there, attack the Spino, jump on the side, even if they were the feathered raptors, I think they would be pretty cool. Well, the quilled raptors, I think that would be really cool to see, and I think it's a missed opportunity, really. But if it's in the Lego games, it's kind of there, kind of not, I suppose. They're not really super mainstream. I mean, I watched the Lego series on Netflix, and that was pretty cool, and definitely had some good humorous bits in there.
yeah, Lego's like constantly advertising a Lego Allosaurus, but they
Mm,
refuse to make
mm.
one.
Oh, I hate
Strange.
that.
Yeah.
I've
I have
seen
about every Jurassic Lego creature. Oh, I hate how Alu's missing from the collection.
I've seen on YouTube recently over the past day or so because I get a lot of ads are obviously playing over my videos, and you guys are probably the same. The adverts are coming up now, and they're actually advertising the Spinosaurus in Camp Cretaceous. So it's on Twitter as well. A couple of people have put it on Twitter, but they're advertising it officially as like an official Camp Cretaceous toy, and it's got it all in the box, and it's actually playing on YouTube as adverts now. So that's really, really interesting, I think.
Oh, nice.
I've
I
heard
think
of
it might
that.
be like targeted advertising.
Oh,
I've
definitely, definitely is. But it's interesting the
Yeah.
fact that they're advertising the Spinosaurus, which is something I haven't seen them advertise as such. It's like, here's the new Spinosaurus toy, and you're thinking, it's not new, but they're advertising it now. And I think, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, it is suspicious, and we'll go into the toys in a bit. One of
Right.
the points that we were going to touch upon is the locations that Camp Cretaceous could go and how the story could become, more complex and interesting. So let's delve on that first thing, right? We all know what's in our heads about it.
everyone's heads at this point, I would
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah, it's
100%.
Isla Sorna.
Oh, it has to be. We've only got a few options, and if we think of it, the campers can't really go to the mainland with a dinosaur in the boat because it's pre-Fallen Kingdom anyway. So there are no
Yeah.
dinosaurs officially on the mainland pre-Fallen Kingdom,
Yeah,
so they can't take that dinosaur to the mainland.
if it was pre-Fallen Kingdom and there was a dinosaur on the mainland before that, it would have changed like the whole course of Fallen Kingdom.
Absolutely, yeah. So they can't do that because it will break the canon of the movies and everything else. So they cannot go to the mainland. And if Darius does discover it, he's going to think, right, we're either going to take that back to Isla Nublar, or we're going to have to head to one of the Isla Morta Islands, the archipelagos, and Sauna's obviously part of them, and the other four. So that's the only options: Nublar or one of the five deaths.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Um, yeah, I commented this on one of your videos, and I sent a comment, but it contained a link to the article. So I said that it was confirmed they aren't returning to Nublar, and I sent a link to the article, but it just deleted that automatically. So yeah, they aren't gonna go back to Nublar, and they can't go back to the mainland, as you explained, obviously. And the thing is, they can't go to any of the other islands in Las Cinco Muertes because it's been confirmed none of them except for Sorna have dinosaurs on them. So Sorna's really the only
100%.
option.
Yeah, 100%.
So we all know it's. I also pronounce it Isla Sorna because I'm pretty sure that's the canonical pronunciation of it. Uh,
Pretty sure it is.
yeah, because like that's how Hammond said it in the second movie. So we all know it's gonna go to Isla Sorna, and that's gonna bring like a myriad of interesting things. It's gonna tie into Dominion somehow. How it could is anyone's guess. There are multiple theories. It's gonna it's gonna bring back a lot of fan favorite dinosaurs. I can guarantee you that.
Oh,
And
definitely, yeah, definitely. I want to see them tiger raptors. I
yeah,
really want to see them tiger raptors.
I would murder to see the Rex family come back. And it'd be cool to see like the juvenile become like a sub-adult.
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
The Easter eggs I think we can have with that would be insane. You know, the limp, I've covered it myself. You could have like the limp of the Rex or some type of scarring on the leg where it obviously got trapped in the snare by, I forget the dude's name now, in the
Tembo.
Lost World. That's the one. Yeah, so I think that would be a great Easter egg because they got lots of Easter eggs in the series, which I think is very clever.
Alright everyone, so that is it for part 1 of this discussion of sorts. We've had to split this video into 4 parts due to the length of it and it being overwhelming. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe to ProC, subscribe to Shadows. There will be more parts, so I look forward to that and hopefully you do too. And with that out of the way, see you later.